Hey everybody, so I'm here in a hotel in Dongguan, which is in southern China right now. The reason I'm here is because I just attended Huawei's developer conference. If you follow smartphone news closely, you already know what happened today at the developer conference. Huawei officially introduced its own operating system called Harmony OS in English, or in Chinese Hongmen OS, which means like the beginning of the world. So the reason I'm making this video is because I want to shoot down some misconception, because the event today was mostly attended by business reporters who quite frankly don't know that much about Android or smartphones. Like, they usually report on Huawei from a business perspective, not from a device smartphone review perspective. So a lot of business reporters are saying Harmony OS, which is Huawei's own software, it's a competitor to Android, meaning Huawei wants to replace Android with Harmony OS. That is not true. That is bullshit. I interviewed the boss of Huawei's consumer business group, meaning he's the guy who's in charge of all the Huawei smartphones and laptops and stuff. He told me repeatedly that Harmony OS, it's a last resort, it's a plan B, meaning Huawei was still very much so wants to use Android. Huawei does not want to use Harmony OS in its smartphones. But as some of you guys know, Huawei may not have a choice, because the US placed Huawei in this entity list, which means Huawei cannot buy services or products from US companies, including Google. Now, President Trump has kind of lifted the ban a little bit, gave it like a 90-day grace period, but for the most part, the situation is still not resolved. In fact, I asked Huawei's Richard Yu today if the Huawei Mate 30 will ship with Android for sure, and his answer is he does not know, he cannot confirm. So if Huawei cannot use Android, then it will use Harmony OS in the smartphone. But until then, until that actually is confirmed to be the case, Huawei will stick with Android. So to say Harmony OS, it's a competitor to Android, is not true, because that implies Huawei is actively looking to build something to kick Android off its phones, but that's not true. Huawei wants Android on its phones. I mean, part of this, it's because Huawei has a good working relationship with Google, but also because Huawei knows that if it doesn't run Android, it's going to be a very tough sell outside of China. Now, within China, I'm pretty sure Harmony OS will be pretty well received. And Huawei is such a giant company, it won't have any trouble getting like WeChat, Weibo, Tencent, Alibaba, Taobao, all these Chinese apps to work on a Harmony OS. But the reality is, if the US is really going to ban Huawei from using Google's infrastructure and ecosystem, then there's a good chance that Harmony OS will not be able to run any Google apps. This includes YouTube, Google Maps, Google Keep, Gmail. If that is indeed the case, if Harmony OS actually cannot run any Google apps, that will present major problems for Huawei. I don't think anyone in Europe or even in Hong Kong or in Thailand or Vietnam will buy a Huawei device if it cannot run Gmail or Google Apps or YouTube. But I just wanted to clarify that Huawei is not trying to replace Android. Huawei is actually working very hard to keep using Android. But Harmony OS, it's a backup. It's a last minute, last resort safety net, just in case. And according to Huawei, the company is ready to roll out Harmony OS at any time. So basically, if President Trump keeps pressure on Huawei and forces Google to cut ties with Huawei, then the Huawei Mate 30 or the Huawei Mate X will run on Harmony OS. Now, this is of course an emergency scenario. So as it stands now, we can still expect the Huawei Mate 30 Pro to run on Android. At least that's what Huawei's Richard Yu told me. That's how the company is looking at things. They're still looking to prioritize Android above all else. So that means these reports you see out there calling Harmony OS a competitor to Android is not quite accurate. It is not a competitor. It's more like a backup plan. So that's about it for today. It's been a long ass day and I'm really tired. Tomorrow I will attend a Honor launch event where Honor will launch a new smart TV. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. I'm gonna have more videos coming on Honor devices, and I'm gonna be testing the Honor 9X pretty soon too. So thanks for watching.